Well, Ark's in the game.
They roped me back in. Side clauses.
No.
One more game, and then you're free.
God.
You sound like
Why
last
is
till
this
the end of
so
the season. Alright, we'll even stay in the same channel.
You guys just have to go interesting champions, and it'll be fine. Or just don't be bad, and it'll be good.
Don't be bad.
What if I do both?
Just don't be bad. That's it. That's my only request.
Do you guys get the spectate champion picking?
Yeah, we can see what both you guys pick. We're not gonna say because you're in the same channel.
Yeah, obviously. Just making sure.
Looks like both people trying to psych the other out by not choosing a champion earlier. I think I'm gonna see a 60-second lock-in.
So I'm gonna predict here. We're gonna see Lee Sin from Wojo, and we're gonna see Riven from Flak.
Alright, just don't.
I was wrong.
I'm not sure. You know what? I guess we can't say they can't go a champion, but I'm not sure about this pick. Whatever. I'm not gonna interfere.
I'm definitely going this instead.
I'll tell you what, Joe.
Champions. I don't know. Your opponent could be.
There are over 80 champions, and that champion you're thinking about picking is one of them.
Several of them, in fact.
Several of them. Wow. I'm not sure I could beat several champions at once.
Well, I guess that's your problem.
I mean, what's this gonna be? A 1v3 lane?
Well, both people. Well, I guess Flak very confident on his choice. He's pretty tight with that champion. Wojo, on the other hand, waffling between 3 different champions before finally making his choice.
Okay, the first champion was a lol, I'm going to mess with them champion.
I don't believe in being messed with, Wojo.
I don't believe in lolling.
Lol.
Only in seriousness. So far, I'm predicting. I guess Wojo has the stronger champion, but Flak has the stronger summoner.
Oh wow, really? Movement there?
How do you feel about this, Arcanoi?
I don't know. This is shaping up to either be extremely boring or extremely one-sided.
Who knows what'll happen next?
Or both.
Yeah, I don't think you want to him. Interesting, marginally. It's I don't know. Should have gone AP carries.
Yeah, they should have.
Burstcasters make it really boring.
They should have gone Vigar versus Xerath, I think. Something
I
like
think
that.
so too.
Or like Vigar versus LeBlanc.
Vigar versus
or like
Vigar. Vigar versus Vigar.
Malzahar would have been pretty cool.
Ezreal versus Cannon.
I'm willing to do another one after this, though.
I don't think Arc is.
I'll play it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling. I just have a bad feeling about this game.
One of these feelings.
Yeah, I don't know how this matchup normally shakes out, but whatever. We'll see. And I probably should have gotten different starting items, but oh well.
Well, I don't know about that. I can't actually make any comment.
We don't actually know your starting items, so...
We don't actually know anything.
They're actually just AIs.
Oh wow, really, Flak? Really? Best starting item.
Did he start Meki Pendant?
He started Doran's Blade.
What are you guys playing?
League of Legends.
What are your heroes?
I'm playing Lee Sin and he's playing Gangplank.
And Gangplank started Doran's Blade?
Yep.
That's very interesting.
Sounds like a pretty strong start to me.
Yeah, I thought I might want Cloth Armor and Potions instead, but whatever. Doran's Blade shouldn't be too bad. I have plus 22 AD at level 1. It's pretty nice.
Not bad.
Do you have crit
should have
points,
plus
though?
50. Yeah. What's your rune page?
I'm using, I think, Armor Pen Reds and, or no, flat damage Reds and Armor Pen Quints.
Okay. I'm not feeling. What about the seals and the glyphs?
I've got Armor Seals.
And
I think I have, yeah, I've got my cooldown per level glyphs.
Going for the late game in a 1v1, maybe sketchy choice.
I haven't got Flak cooldown glyphs, alright?
I don't know. I think
Sketchy choice.
everything about this is kind of encompassed by sketchy choices.
Sketchy choice.
So
that sounds like the name for a band.
So Wojo coming on strong with a much lower ping, almost 60 ping less.
Almost. That's pretty. That's gonna factor in a lot. Actually, it's almost 50, I think. Oh, that lowers. Oh wow, League of Legends. Crashing like a noob.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if mine crashed. Did this last time? I think it maybe. Yeah, there we go. I'm too strong.
Too strong for the internet.
Okay, apparently I won't use my spells.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So Flak's gonna pick up a Doran's Blade. Lee Sin's gonna be a much more conventional and boring cloth armor 5 pots.
Like a noob.
See, I'm just making things interesting for you guys.
I was hoping for like something crazy like long swords or mechie pendants.
2 long swords, I think.
Double
would've been
long sword. That'd be much more interesting because then at least they'd be damaged. And Wojo taking the more aggressive Exhaustic Knight, whereas Flak the more mobile Flash Exhaust.
I actually considered going with a Doran's Ring instead of the blade.
That
What?
was
That totally hit you.
What are you doing, League? And so my client, not strong enough, crashing twice in a row.
Wow, good job, Lee Sin. Wasting energy like a pro.
Because that stuff come back.
I know, it doesn't even come back.
With that regen rate, I don't think you can afford to waste anything.
It was actually a strategic, very, very tactical decision to use that energy.
I sincerely doubt that.
Minions have spawned.
So Lee Sin's gonna pick up Sonic Wave at level 1, while Flak is going to go the conservative Parlay level 1 route.
I believe it's pronounced parlay.
Wait. So his is conservative?
Yeah,
How is his conservative?
because Lane Sin picks up E level 1. In fact, all Lee Sins pretty much pick up E level 1. Lee Sin starting off by aggressively shoving the lane. Managing to acquire his first last hit. So far, we're 2 for 2 on last hits from both players. 4 for 4.
All right, just loading in.
There we go. Oh wait, no, Lee Sin did miss a last hit.
Oh no! Now Gangplank leading by a last hit.
Yeah, like
and Lee Sin taking some.
This is really gonna be all you guys.
Flak's actually gonna miss one.
Damage, jumping onto him and eating his passive stacks. That was just.
I think Flak could have followed up there.
I think he could have, but with at that much health ahead, I don't think he really needed to. Wojo just not in a great position now with nearly half his health gone, whereas Flak is sitting with maybe 10%.
The only thing of note is that Wojo is apparently going the douche move and running movement speed fence.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Wojo sitting still at half his health, missing an easy Sonic Wave. That on a stationary minion, nonetheless. That is really concerning me about how the rest of this game is going to go for his skill shots.
So both our players are even on last hits, missing last hits left and right.
Wojo stacking up like 4 health pots.
He knows he'll need those health pots in the seconds to come.
Yeah, I think it's continuing to just eat those parlay shots.
There's nothing he can do.
I think if he was just better at timing a shield, he would be able to take much less damage.
Well, that's probably true, but he's also really bad at this game, so there you go.
There you go. Flak leading by about 60 gold. And missing, wow, another Sonic Wave miss.
Yeah, if he keeps wasting those Sonic Waves, I don't think he's
won't
going to have any chance of...
He just won't have enough for the late game. He's just going to waste them all. And you don't. That's something you don't waste. Especially
Yeah,
on a character like
an
Lisa.
ability as powerful as Sonic Wave, you can't afford to waste it.
You can't, like, every time you miss it, it's like losing the game a little bit more. However, unlike the Toasty game, no first blood yet.
Thank God. Or whatever
In,
entity you think when
In the Sonic Wave this time, but choosing
not to follow
on
up.
it.
Yeah.
Probably a smart choice given Flak was hiding under the tower. But
Managing to land his W
boring.
there.
Kind of boring, let's be honest.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
it was a
not
pretty
boring.
cowardly kind of move.
Pretty cowardly. I think if he had been in a stronger position and had stronger composure, he could have straight up gone for the kill.
And if he had been braver. More
Okay.
important. The
And
most
Wojo
important
giving
part.
up on another easy last hit due to his own fear. This is not boding well for his mental game at this point. I think if he keeps showing his fear like this, Flak's just going to take advantage of it and continue to farm.
Flak's gonna take advantage of it and definitely just abuse those oranges.
Abusing oranges.
I don't
all
think
day
Wojo
long.
has any answer to oranges at this point.
I don't think he does either.
I'm gonna eat his oranges.
And Wojo continuing to not follow up on any of his Sonic waves, simply getting the first strike. Smart decision? I think not. And eating Flak, passive. However, Flak not following up on it.
I don't know, I think Flak needs to follow up on one of these. I feel like
I think he does
the,
too.
the instant Lee Sin's Q is down, he just doesn't have any damage, and I think Flak needs to follow up on that so that he can't use his W for lane sustain.
I would have to agree with you there. However, Flak doing a lot of damage. He got 99 damage to Wojo's measly 72.
Yeah,
So he's
Flak's
in a really strong
strong
position.
right now.
Flak has got a lot of damage, and Wojo already blowing through 2 of his health.
That crit!
A
Oh
third
my!
level hit,
Oh
man.
my! So
That was
much
a
damage.
lot of damage.
Yeah, that crit was pretty great.
And Flak just continuing to put the beat down on Wojo, who seems to have no answer other than chugging more health out. And Flak
And wasting Sonic Waves. Wojo's gonna go in.
Wojo's gonna ult him,
Blast
knock
him back
away
with
instead of
with
going
R,
for the
but
kill,
Oh crap.
and just
Yes!
take more damage.
that sounds unfortunate at about 9
No,
minutes.
I don't like where that's going.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Well, Flak is really low on mana, so he's gonna have to be
So-
careful about how he engages here.
Yeah.
Wojo's gonna continue to chug health potions like a pansy.
However, it's important to note that even though Wojo is up a last hit, Flak is still up 5 gold because of his parlay shots.
It is very true. And now he's gonna even up the last hits.
That's ridiculous.
That can
Yeah.
make a huge difference as the game goes on. With the big item purchases, having it 5 gold earlier is just a huge advantage.
As the
That's
integral
so
of this
fucking
game with
advantage
respect to
right there.
time approaches infinity, Flak's gold advantage is going to become massive.
Extremely massive. Now he's ahead 5 gold.
It might
That-
even approach. It might even
Oh, no,
approach.
I think it's
gold,
almost
guys.
6 gold.
But that's assuming he's got an overall acceleration of gold.
No, it's not, because the line of his the graph of his gold, as opposed to last hit of last hits over time is going to be greater than
As
Wojo's.
time goes to infinity, he would have to be accelerating, getting barely more gold than Wojo as time goes forward. That's
But
not
as
necessarily
time
true.
approaches
And of course, we
infinity,
both get the same first item Flak.
Flak's overall gold income is going to be larger. And while it may be relatively not larger, as time approaches infinity, it will become infinity.
Oh, and Flak getting.
I'm pretty sure you can
and
prove with
flashing out.
calculus that
Smart
they
move.
grow at the same rate. So it
Not
doesn't
gonna
But they
matter.
don't grow at the
Easy
same
gold.
rate because Flak gets 8 more gold occasionally. He gets
I think
gets
this
8 more
conversation-
gold multiple
I
times
understand,
over the
but
course
that-
of
but
time.
that means he's got an accelerated growth rate or gold rate.
Yeah, so the slope of his gold line is higher,
My
is
entire
larger.
purpose was that if he doesn't, I'm saying that for his gold to be larger as time goes to infinity, it would mean he'd have to have some form of acceleration.
Yes, like Gangplank's Q,
Yes.
which is what we're talking about.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it is.
No, not. That's not what we're talking about.
That was exactly what we were talking about.
No, it was
And
not.
Since when are you the commentator?
Yeah, I don't think so. You can't even see the gold. You don't even know how
You
much
don't
gold
even
each
know.
person has.
We know
I could tell you
all of it.
exactly how much gold Flak had 3 minutes ago.
How much Flak gold has?
And then Wojo catching Flak off guard. Gonna
Yeah,
get a kick and
Flak's
probably
just
the kill
gonna get run down.
here.
Oh wait, missing a Q.
Sonic Wave, but the
Oh, the Ignite's gonna take him down, I
barely
think.
got him.
That pansy Ignite is going to cut a brave man down.
Oh, that was a little embarrassing for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, Wojo kind of missed that. He kind of missed that
That
Q.
very easy Sonic Wave. And eating tower shots, perhaps is repentant. However, both sides with a lot of gold. Flak going for the quick wriggles, and Wojo probably the same.
I don't know. It depends on how brave
Yep.
he is.
Wriggles Lantern. Still has 900 gold though. Was he gonna spend that? And
Yeah,
Ninja
he's just
Tabi.
gonna pick up Pansy Ninja Tabi. This
Just
is gonna
gonna
be
pick up the
this is
misses.
shaping up to be a very similar game to last game.
Even the same
Who are they
item.
playing against? And who's on whose team?
There's no team. It's Flak
Wojo versus Flak.
Wojo is Lisa and Flak is Gangplank. I would have much rather seen something like a Brutalizer or like a Triforce at that point.
Yes, I'm sorry, I did not have the money for a Triforce.
Or even like a Sheen would have been much more interesting than just Ninja Tabi.
Didn't have the money for that.
So they're gonna exchange here, and
Wojo
it looks
gonna
like Flak's gonna come out ahead of it on this.
Wojo and Look can take a lot of damage here. Flak needs to.
Wojo's gonna be forced to use his W just to run away. Like that was pretty cowardly.
However, Flak failing to lead up on that kill.
Well, it's important to note that Gangplank was manly enough to drop a cannon barrage on his own position.
On his own position, taking all of the cannonballs straight to the face.
The
Manly
eyeballs.
enough to take 0 damage from him as well. Flak almost back up to 3/4 health and continuing to harass out Wojo. Wojo just sitting in the minions. Getting shot by the pirate. Pirate's gonna run out of mana, unfortunately. However, still in a fairly even position between the two.
I don't know. I think
Well, going to
this
resort to
pick of
chugging
Lee
tokens
Sin
up.
was extremely cowardly in a 1v1 situation. Definitely, that energy definitely gives an advantage when there's no jungler roaming about.
It's very true. Without that blue buff, gives a large advantage. However, Flak does have 134 versus Wojo's 110 attack damage. So it's interesting to see how that'll play out.
We'll see. We'll have to see
Wojo
how.
developing the hit and run coward style rather than taking a manly fight on.
Yeah, I mean Wojo. Maybe someday Wojo will land a skill shot. We'll have to see.
It'll be in our hopes
It'll
and
be a day.
dreams.
It'll be a day.
And Flak getting an extremely manly Wriggle Sprock on that giant minion. Very strong. Instantly getting the last hit. Keeping his mana low was to bait in Wojo's attack. We'll see how that works out for him. It's a risky proposition, but I think a smart move. Flak does have his ult up again, and so does Wojo almost. Now he
Now
does.
he does.
So it comes down to who makes the smarter move in combat.
Thing is,
Wojo-
Flak really does not have mana to use his ultimate at the moment.
Wojo, of course, getting the coward benefit of infinite resources. Flak having.
Hey, mana's an infinite
mana.
resource too.
No, it's not.
No.
No,
There's
it's
only so
not.
much mana in the world.
Yeah, just stop regenerating.
I learned that from Neverwinter Nights too. Wojo finally managing to land a Q, and of course, not following up on it.
Not jumping in. Could have gotten it, I think, if he'd run in with his ult and gotten a manly kill.
The tower would have been so surprised that it probably wouldn't even have fired at him.
Yeah, wouldn't have had the chance, honestly. Wojo rushing in with shields rather than with fists. That's a bit of a concern.
Shields are pretty
Again,
cowardly. You notice how
Hitting his
Gangplank has two
I
weapons.
use my raw hands and my feet.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
keep
but you
people
also
that close to
use
sword.
shields. You use
Shields.
shields.
He-
You'll notice how
he
Gangplank
earned it.
doesn't have a
He
shield.
actually-
He only has 2 hands, and those are
He's so-
consumed by a
he's so
pistol
manly,
and a
vitamin C is
sword.
enough. Vitamin C is enough to protect him from deadly viruses. That's how manly he is. Wojo blowing his own,
Vitamin C is
apparently
enough
for
to
harassment.
protect him from getting kicked in the crotch and frozen.
Flak simply continuing to get his health back. Wojo still with the 2 health pots, keeping a wimpy reserve of health, rather than blowing it all like a man.
Wojo is using his cowardly
And
shield.
using a ward from
Yeah, he's using that as a
Wriggles.
cowardly backup in case all of his minions die, so he'll still be able to run away from Flak like a little girl.
Oh. Flak keeping his health fairly low just to make him a juicier target for Wojo. Perhaps to bait him into the tower if Wojo will ever dive.
Wojo's
I
not
don't see that
not
way.
not manly enough to dive.
Have I dived you, Flak?
Not as far as we know.
And
Maybe
thus,
today,
it hasn't happened yet.
And a beautiful crit from his pistol. Just taking down that minion. Flak refusing to use his board as he is simply not afraid of gangers. Too manly to be afraid of those guys. And dropping his ult versus Wojo jumping to the other side. Unfortunately, getting taken out by the slow rather than a punch. But that will be another kill.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I think Wojo's. It's clear why cowards are so disparaged, because cowardly actions do sometimes work out. Wojo's use of this shield is just too abusive at this point. I don't think Flak's manly, honorable actions can possibly take him down anymore.
Yeah, I don't think there's any hope for manliness and honor in this game anymore.
And that brave tower shot
Brave
made
tower, giving
a powerful last stand, but it just wasn't
giving its
enough.
life for the cause.
Wojo's treachery was too great.
Too strong.
My treasury, yeah.
And Flak continuing to only buy swords, several of them in fact, whereas Wojo turning into some sort of cowardly miner. It's double pickaxes. Apparently deciding that his only calling in life is killing rocks.
Rocks are probably all he can kill in a fair
Those
fight.
brave rocks.
No offense to Malphite or anything, but
Malphite's a rock man. Those are pretty cowardly. Rocks, on the other hand, pretty brave. And shield, again the shield. I'm feeling like this shield move is really just undermining the legitimacy of these fights.
pretty much.
Like if he could just take one. Oh, and even taking a red pot due to a lack of confidence in his manliness.
Wow, you guys are absolutely fucking ridiculous.
You know what? You understand now, don't you?
No, see, they're hating on me because I'm doing better for some reason. They're hating on you because you suck.
Oh,
No,
we like
see-
to think we hate equally.
See, I am drinking the spirit of manliness to become more manly.
Yeah, no, not so much.
That's the coward's potion, making up for a
Just
lack of
wait,
manliness.
just wait and see what I do with that manliness.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're gonna do some pretty cowardly things.
I could see you taking advantage of a low health Flak jumping into tower. I saw that.
Yeah, like you were like, oh wow, okay. Did I dive you, Flak? Did I dive you? Yes,
I
you
would
did
be
dive
very
him when
impressed-
you
I would be impressed if you would jump in on the full health Flak and do
Yeah.
the same thing. But I
and
don't
never
see that.
used your shield. I mean, honestly, it's
And
just
didn't use it at all.
Yeah.
That would have impressed me.
yeah.
But I can't imagine that happening. And Flak too manly to buy anything other than swords. A third sword, despite his lack of hands. I'm pretty sure he's carrying that one in his mouth
Yeah,
and just slashing people with it.
I'm definitely Zoro. Definitely.
Wojo, on the other hand, continuing his cowardly mining actions. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever at this point. cares?
Some days. Mining, the most cowardly profession. Aside from perhaps interior design.
I've met some
Actually,
pretty manly interior designers in my
okay.
time.
That is actually unfair to interior designers. They have to brave the
Interior
cold
design is
depths.
pretty boss.
The cold depths
Comparing them to
of
Wojo,
lifestyle.
comparing anything to Wojo is kind of insulting, honestly.
You guys are dicks. Giant penises.
Our only goal is to retain the integrity of this casting.
No, you are absolutely.
Look, we know how
Tiger
giant their
fist.
penises are. You don't have to tell us.
By reporting only the most accurate truths in games such as these.
There are a lot of truths in games like this, Wojo. But it's our job to, our job to only.
Finally taking the man's cut of jumping under the tower for a fight, and wow, making a real move.
And it looks like Flak's gonna take Wojo down. That's some real justice that we needed to see in this game.
However, Wojo pulling himself out of the absolute muck of the bottom by jumping.
It's important to note that he did still use his shield, though.
Yeah, that is unfortunately true.
Did Flak still eat oranges?
Oranges are pretty manly.
Oranges are extremely manly. They don't prevent damage. They just make him stronger.
They don't prevent damage, they prevent scurvy.
They don't prevent damage, they prevent other people from stopping him from killing them.
And what does the shield do?
Pretty strong.
A shield
Prevents people from killing
stops you from dying. It's a noticeable difference.
Very noticeable.
No, it prevents people from killing me.
Yes.
Exactly. That's not manly at all.
There's a difference between preventing people from stopping you from killing them and preventing people from killing you.
Very big difference.
You guys are fucking ridiculous.
The truth is ridiculous, Wojo. It's not our fault.
Farming up minions.
There's so much justice in these words.
And buying an extremely heavy chestplate, that must be extremely cumbersome on him.
Yeah, it's not very practical when at sea, but on land I can afford it.
I'm a little disappointed that he chose to go defenses rather than yet another sword, but let's see how this works out for him.
I can understand. I can understand the...
And
I think what the mistakes Flak's made here is that he thinks this is Dota, much like the mistake that Toasty made. And in Dota, the chain vest does in fact count as a sword. In fact, you build it out of finger swords. Yeah, you build it out of finger swords.
Who's playing in next one, you want?
Chainmail is actually built out of claws of attack, which are little finger swords. They're not the manliest swords I've ever seen, but they're pretty thorough.
And that is the point. And I think Flak is probably gonna lay down his ult here and go for the manly phase, getting a lot of damage.
And of course, Wojo's gonna use his shield to run away. What else can we expect at this point? Wojo's already demonstrated many times his willingness to run away.
Alright, you want a rematch, Flak? I have a character that's manly enough.
Woj, I challenge you.
Don't spoil it for him.
Well, we're still watching the end. Unfortunately, Wojo is just so far ahead at this point. I don't think manliness can bring this one back. At least Flak can go out with a manly finish, though. As he has been very well portraying this entire game.
I shouldn't have gotten Wriggles. I should have gotten more Doran's blades.
You should. More swords was probably
Hey,
the
you
only
guys
answer
think he
you had.
lamps are so unmanly.
And
Yeah,
Flak
you need light
taking
to
another
fight?
position against Wojo. Wojo getting a lot of attack speed on us and
echolocation.
finishing off Flak. And that is probably the end of this match.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it had to end this way, but it was probably inevitable. Honorable men can only go so far.
The honor of manliness is unfortunately not infinite. And at the end of the day, it is their defeat that is perhaps the most manly part of their performance.
As Billy Joel once said, only the honorable die young.
True story, bro.
So
And
yes,
Flak
that's
goes
going
out
to be a
with a sword.
sound defeat for Honor.
Very sound. And it is
Yet
a
another
day.
disheartening game, honestly.
It is a dark, dark day.
You
In
guys
this
are
day,
absolutely
we've learned
ridiculous.
not only that Toasty is extremely bad at everything he attempts,
But that,
but
honor
that
has no
Wojo
place
has
for
no
in
honor.
victory.
It's just a sad day. I mean,
Connor gets his
very
ass kicked
little.
honorably.
So,
The
Arcade,
honorable
are
guy
you spectating
finishes
again?
second.
No, that is.
No.
There's no way I
Too
can
much.
continue on.